Welcome. How are you guys doing tonight? Johnny here. Today we have another exciting live stream for you. So welcome. Welcome to the Investing for Beginners community. All right, guys. So today we're talking about how you can grow your investing account. Okay. How would you... one second, making sure that we're live here. We're going to get started. We're going to share some useful information with you. Looks like we are good here. Let's see. We should be good. We'll see. All right, so guys, would you like to learn how to trade stocks as a beginner or as a somewhat of new person? I want to give you guys another challenge. Now, how would you guys like to screen share. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. All right, guys. So if you are just a beginner and you're starting out with a new account, maybe your account looks something like this at $300 or so. How would you like to be able to start growing that account roughly 2 to 3%, possibly every single week as a beginner? Now, I myself have been able to grow it 3% every single day with these simple strategies that I'm using. So, for some reason, we're still not showcasing. There we go. All right, welcome to the live. Sorry about that. Everything's a little glitchy here. All right, so as you can see here, okay, 3% every single day was at $300, and now we have another account slowly or at $30,000. Now this was before January 1st. I did take a majority of this money out and moved it into my Webull account. That way I will be able to start over and showcase this new Robinhood challenge, how we are actually going from a new beginning point of $100. When I started with zero January 1st, 2024, and now we are actually crossing the $2,000 mark, which is just fantastic. We are well on our way to another $30,000 this year, and I want to showcase to you the power of doing exactly what I'm going to do and how you can do it too. So as you can see here, up $30,000, and we had a 3% P&L. So guys, what we want to do is take a $1,000 profit challenge to you, and you're going to start with a $1,000 balance. Now, if you're not able to start with a $1,000 balance, then I would strongly suggest that you use a paper trading account. Now, if you sign up with one of the links below, such as MooMoo or Webull or Robinhood, you will be able to have access to a paper trading account. Now, scratch that. Robinhood does not have a paper trading account, but Webull and MooMoo does. And right now, if you sign up with MooMoo, you will get 8% on your uninvested cash for the first 3 months. That's better than any bank. You'll get up to 15 free stocks. And guys, what's to lose? You can get a free share of Apple or Tesla, or Amazon. No, it is Apple or Tesla. Tesla's up like 180, 160 some dollars right now. Free money just to get you started on your investing journey. Now, let's get back to the screen here, and to start with $1,000. Now, I've been doing this for some time now. I've been investing for actually over 6 years, and I'm finally starting to get the hang of it. The last 2023, 2022, I started getting the hang of things, and this is years of research and years of doing it and just locking in my style and my type of trade. So with a beginner, I believe 2.5% a week is fair. That is roughly I'd say about 0.5% a day, but we don't like to do daily goals because a daily goal can make you actually over trade. Okay, as a beginner, you have less than $25,000, so you're only going to be able to trade 3-day trades in a 5-day period, which means you're only going to be able to say take a trade on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's it for a single account. Now, the only way to get past that is by simply having more than $25,000, or you could also have multiple accounts. Now, I do have more than 3 accounts. I have a long-term account, a day trade account, a swing trade account, crypto account. I have a few accounts. But if you get 3 accounts and each one has 3 day trades each, then you can unlock 9 day trades each week to your disposal. So that's more like almost 2 day trades a day instead of basically like one every other day. So that's a great tip to have for getting past that. Now with $1,000 at 2.5% a week, we're going to show you, I'm going to get into a chart. And we're going to show you exactly how you can make 3% a week. Actually, with my strategy, you'll be able to make 3% every single day. So the goal is about 10% a month and then 100% growth in 10 months. So by the end of 10 months, it's February. So by the end of the year, you will have grown your $1,000 account to $2,000, which is pretty awesome. So if you guys are watching this right now, then definitely get started on this journey today. You won't regret it come December. Okay, I'm going to be at least doing these live streams 2 to 3 times a week, if not every night. I'm going to also be incorporating some live trading so that you can watch me trade in the market live in the morning, possibly like on a Monday or a Tuesday, once a week, just for you. So definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And it's just a lot of free content and free knowledge to you guys. So with that said, okay, it is possible to grow your account, and let's go ahead and dive into the computer before we give our final rules. Unless you've already read them, that's fine. But let's go ahead and take a dive into our computer, and we're going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is Webull. This is what I currently use to trade with. Now, again, I do have a MooMoo account and a Robinhood account. So if you like to, or like me to show you guys any of those videos or any of those types of platforms in the future, I definitely can. Okay, so basically, right here, we're looking at 2 companies. Okay, we're not really looking at this one here, but we are. Okay, we're looking at the triple Qs. Now, as you can see, it's had a nice pullback. Okay, and for everyone that's following the channel, the triple Qs is Invesco Triple Q Trust, and they basically track 100 of the top performing NASDAQ companies. 50% of their holdings is actually technology, so like Apple, Microsoft, stuff like that. So now, as you can see, they've had a sell-off for the last couple days. Now, for all of our beginners out there, this black little area here is where we have the ability to trade this stock. The gray area is the other hours of the day that the stock market is closed. So we are actually unable to trade in these periods of time. Okay, doesn't mean other people can't trade, but we can't trade. Okay, so as you can see, it's been declining, and I've actually been watching this stock since the 16th. Now the 16th was on Friday, so I've been watching this stock since Friday. We saw a descending trend on it, and we never invest in companies with a descending trend, right? I would not be investing in this company right now. Now here we are able to buy in, right? It was selling off all day again. I was like, man, we're never going to be able to buy in on this company. We're just watching it go down. And there's been some major sell-offs today, which is fine. But look at this. I saw this right before the market closed. I was watching it all day. I was setting my alerts. Alerts were getting hit. And if for all of you who don't know, this right here is a support line, support zone. Okay, and as you can see, it's kind of been trailing in this support zone and even hit the bottom of the support zone line. It had a great indication here that it was starting to play up, and I decided to take a position. Now, I decided to take 10 shares, nothing crazy, but I didn't take them in triple Q. Okay, this is $425, so 10 shares alone would be $4,000. What I did instead, okay, this is what brings me to these other charts here on the left, is I invested in T triple Q, Pro Shares, Ultra Pro, Okay, now this is a leveraged ETF that mirrors this company. And because it mirrors this company, it actually does the exact same thing that this company does. As you can see here, the trend line, the moves are literally identical. The only difference is literally the share price. You had a small candle, medium, medium, two doji star candles, and then one here, okay? Well, I seen this. I got an alert here. Because I got my zones. I even have my chart here showcasing where this line is going to be trending up, which is just awesome. I love when the plan actually works and you're like, whoa, this is awesome. I can see it happening right before my eyes. So we waited. Okay, we didn't buy here and then wait and wait and wait. We didn't buy here and wait even more. Okay, we waited and we waited for this confirmation. Now, there was a few other ones here. We couldn't trade after hours. And there was a huge sell-off all day, and I had an opportunity to buy here and here for some small scalping, but I didn't. I waited and waited, and we bought in here. I bought 10 shares right around before the market closed. And then about, what was that, 3:30? And then at 4, right before the market ended, I bought another 20 shares. So I have 30 shares of TQQQ, and we are actually have a share price of 54 and some change. I believe it's at 54.40. Right around this line here, because as soon as it passed the line, I was like, yep, we're buying. And then it shot up. So we are actually up almost $4 on 30 shares. Do the math, guys. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's $120 on a swing trade that we're holding overnight. Now, it's not realized gains just yet, but it is already in motion to play out to higher highs. Now, if it doesn't, and it only goes to a lower mark, then I will simply cut my losses or break even, or even be able to trade out of this for a small profit. Now we are going for a higher profit. Obviously, we want to have more money, and this is how the 3% is going to come into effect. Now let me show you exactly how this 3% play is going to work. As you can see here, we're going to draw a trend line, and getting in right at the 54.40-ish, right? It was on this candle. So I wanted to wait for, no, I'm sorry, 54.50-ish. No, it had to have been 50.60. I think it's 50.60. It was right at this line. Boom, 50.60. We'll do 50.64 or whatever, 50.61. So right now we're up 5% on this company with 30 shares, which is just fantastic. So now what we're going to do is invite more people to this live stream. Go ahead and smash the like button and share with someone you think would find this useful right now. Besides that, smash the like button. It really shows that you appreciate what I'm doing and you find value in this as well. All right, so we are going to talk about the 3%. Now, what ifs? We're going to do some what ifs. That's a great thing about investing. There are quite a bit of what ifs when it comes to investing. Okay. Now, as you can see, there are several trend lines on here. Okay, there are some going down. As you can see, it's already up 5%. Now, it can do two things. It can stay horizontal and do nothing now and just go straight across and flatline, and then I just sell out, make my 5%, and we're good. Okay, I could also move along with this line up to where it previously bounced and hit this ceiling. For all of you who have watched this channel and follow, you know that the support is the floor to our group of investors and traders, and the top here, or the resistance level, is the ceiling. Okay, once you break through the ceiling, you will then find higher highs to be able to lock in more profit. Okay, but there's a lot of different things to do before that. Now, suggesting that it does go up to this mark here, there'll be an additional 5% play the next day. So that'll be 10% on 30 shares. Okay, which is just fantastic. That's over $300. Okay, right now we have 120 not locked in, but by tomorrow it could be $300. Okay, so that's one of our plays. And it could also, okay, theoretically, it could go up from where it is already to its previous line, which is over here, right? $61. It can go all the way up. Oh, let me delete that one. From where it is now to an additional about 6% or so. So 6% on top of 5, that'd be 11 or 12% on yo money. That might take a little bit longer. Now that one is a little bit less realistic. This is within my line, okay? So it may take either one day, it may even take the 2 whole days to get over here to this line. Now it could also just crash and go straight down. Okay, let's do one of those. Also just tomorrow it goes a little flat and then it just shoots straight down. Okay, you could also do that. So this is why we create these lines. See here, on the 20th, I assumed, assumptions, that because of these 3 candles in the pre-market, that it was potentially going to go up. Then I noticed this small star candle here, and I did not invest. Even though I had an indication line that I created saying that it would probably go up, it didn't. And that's okay. Okay, it's okay to do that as long as you're not investing. Best thing I could tell you about that is definitely sit on your hands when you're new to investing, and also set up you a paper trading account. So guys, with that said, this is all important. Thanks for watching, okay? And we're going to get into some final thoughts here on what you can do. And guys, these are just a couple of stocks. I cannot tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. This is not financial advice. These few companies are just examples of opportunities that I see that I'm going to use to beat the stock market. I've continuously been able to do it over and over again. As you can see here, over 3% every day, starting from a humble $200 or $300 account many years ago. And guys, we're doing it all over again. That's the cool part. We're doing this again now in 2024. I took out all my profits from this and we put it into a Webull account, and we are making even more money on that account. And now doing another challenge for you to follow along. So guys, if you haven't seen, you're just tuning into the live stream now, go back just a little bit and you will see how you can start your journey with $1,000. And if you don't have $1,000, start with a paper trading account and practice until you build up about $1,000. And as you saw earlier, we only used about $200 or $300. So you honestly can start with as little as $5, as I did before on my journey. Signing up, you get free shares. You can get free shares when your friends sign up, and then that money will first start to compound like this. Once you start getting a few $100s and you start making some plays in the stock market. Okay, you can go from 2.5% a week, which is 10% a month, and in 10 months, which from February to December 31st of this year, you can get on board with this challenge. You don't have to invest any more money after this initial 1,000, and you may have 1,000 lying around. You can start with $100 if you want, but just know the $100 will only double to the $200 value. Okay, which is still great. That is still great, guys, if you can double your money like that in 10 months. Okay, I've been doing this for a few years now, actually going on 6 years, maybe longer, more like 8. 8 years I've been doing it, but successfully for the last 2. So this year I wanted to really push myself to show you guys how you can do the same thing. Now, my rules: understand the patterns you're trading, and by doing that, it's watching videos, understanding patterns, charts, candlesticks, indicators, and volume, stuff like that. Also news and what's happening in the market. Sometimes a company could have great news and then it actually tanks. And that's just the way it goes sometimes, okay? So make sure you do your research. You can also check out my live stream videos, which I do host at night like this on a more kind of teaching level, as well as in the mornings. I will be trading on Mondays and Tuesdays. I'll pick one out of those days a week, so you can see me trade live as the market is open. As I do these trades live, you can ask questions and interact with me, so that way you can learn and grow. That's the whole point of this video, guys. And all that I ask is you show your loyalty and support by subscribing to the channel, smashing the like button. That is the only thing that I ask. Everything here is free. I never ask you to buy anything, and I'll never sell anything to you either. So with that said, ensure you're getting a good deal. If it is oversold, like Tesla before it crashed, Nvidia right now before it crashed, SCMI before it crashed. I mean, those companies were like this, okay? They went from like 400 or 500 to 1,000 and then back down to 600. Okay, it goes up 100% and then loses 40% of its value. If you bought up at the 100% mark, you are the one that's the bag holder that's holding 40% loss on your account. You invested 10 grand, you would be down $4,000. Okay, so never invest in companies that are oversold. If they're oversold on an indicator, or at least have a stop loss. Okay, that's going to give me to my next point. Now, margin of profit, opportunity cost, I like to do it greater than 3%. I'm not going to waste my time for a 1% trade. I put $10 in and I got $10 back. That's a 1-for-1 trade. 1% could also be if I invested $500 and I only got $5. That's a 1% trade. You really want to try to get for about 3%. So if you invested $500, you want to get at least $15 on that trade. Okay, so for the $300, 3% is about $9. Okay, so you really want to shoot for 3% a week. And if you can grow your account, say $100, well, this is $1,000 challenge, so just say $1,000, and you're able to grow this account even 2.5% a week. That's an extra $25 a week, guys. Okay, so in a month you'll have an extra $100 in that month to grow this account, and then it actually starts to compound. So at the end of the year, at 10 months, you'll have $2,000, and then 10% a month of $2,000 would be $200 a month. And if you could do more, great. And if you can't, you have to do a little less. That's fine. The whole point is to get you started in this and get some momentum going to get you your account growing, guys. So candles actively trending up above the 184-hour 15 length EMA. As a beginner, you do not want to invest in companies that have a downtrend. Okay, you want to invest in companies that have an uptrend. Now, there are going to be times when it goes down and up, down and up, down and up, all the way up. Because that was a weird example. But you don't want it to be going down either, all the way down. Okay, you want to have companies that are going up. So if you do happen to mess up, you kind of buy at a high point and it goes down, you can actually not sell and take a loss. You can wait and it'll kind of slowly creep back up over time, and you will actually reduce your losses. Now, only do this with companies that have a solid uptrend. Even like Tesla was solid there for a while, and now it has a huge dip down, as well as some other solid companies that are just overbought. And that's okay. The market is extremely overbought right now. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, we're just waiting for some of those to come down to have an opportunity to buy. Now, the EMA line pointing up, showing an upward trend pattern. Now that is very important. And then the intraday candle trending between middle and top VWAP. Okay, we're going to talk about those, touch base on those real quick using the computer. And we're going to go to a much larger screen here, and we're still going to be talking about TQQQ. Okay, and we're going to show you exactly what I mean here. So okay, so as you can see on the screen, we have ups and downs, ups and downs. We have a few indicator lines here. Now, for everyone's new to Webull, there is a spot here on the right top that says drawing, and then there's indicators. Now, if we take off the super trend and the EMA and the MA, those are fine, right? Okay, we're going to put those back. And the EMA is the exponential moving average, and this is just the regular moving average. Okay, you could change the timing on them. You could do a lot of different things with them. We can get into more technicals later if you want me to. You see value, leave a comment below and I can talk more about that. RSI is down here, and we have been doing the super trend lately. Okay, and we're going to go over these real quick. I don't want to make this live stream too much longer because we are going to be doing them either probably nightly for a while until schedule changes, and then mornings on Monday possibly. So as you can see here, it's showing a strong sign on the RSI that is it oversold, which means it's a great opportunity for buyers to get in and drive this price up. Now at the same time, as you can see here, it's showing right here on my cushion levels, on my little support, my floor, as you will, as you see it starting to bounce up off of this floor. Now this floor actually got as low as this point here, and as low as I believe I'd say like here-ish. No, these candles right here. Yeah, it's still a pretty high bounce, but for reference, we'll just put it about right here. Okay, because those did break out. Okay, so now this is showing that they broke out of this support, and now it's going up to this resistance level. Now the EMA and the MA are important crossovers. Let me show you. This purple and blue line, as you can see here, cross over each other every time a significant move in the market happens. Okay, as you can see here, as it's going up the MA, which is the blue one, the moving average is below the exponential moving average, which is the purple. I really wish they would make these different colors. Jeez Louise, that'd be nice, right? Purple and blue. I probably can change the color somehow, but as you can see, the green line touches these two lines, and then doesn't touch this line, indicating that it's going to be much higher up. Now, what happened was this drew such a high hammer. You can see this looks like a hammer. It had significant indications that it was going to have a downtrend. Now, as this downtrend is happening, what happens to these lines? Well, the EMA, or the purple line that was once on top of the MA, now crosses over, indicating a downward trend in this stock or company. Now, as you can see, the MA, or the blue line that was once below as an upward sign, is now above the EMA, showing a downward trend. Now, as this is going, you're seeing a downward trend. Some of these candles may or may not indicate that there is an upward trend, which you would suggest maybe this one would if you didn't see the others, but you always wait for confirmation. That's the whole point. Make sure you have confirmation that this is happening. Now, it got all the way down past, even lower than my support. So we're going to draw it down here. It hit this little floor right here, boom, and bounced up, and it shot through my line of reading, which isn't important. I can move this line up, down, really wherever I want, but I had it right around here, I think, and that's where it's going to be. Okay, so now it shot up. So here it's showing a downward trend. Now it wanted to almost like cross over here, but not quite. That's why we wait for confirmation. And then boom, what happens? Now the purple line that was what? Up above the blue line, which is the MA, here showing an upward trend, is now in the same position here, indicating another upward trend. Now guys, these are daily, okay? We are on the 4-hour timer. But as you can see, if you were to get an indication showing an upward trend, you could have made 2.5%, almost 3% here in a single day. You would have waited for it to pull back over the course of a couple of days. You couldn't have traded here, but you wouldn't have bought here either. And it went down as low as 8%. Okay, so that's why you don't hold, because you could have made 2 or 3% and then lost 8%. So you buy here, sell there. All right, use your indicators, use your RSIs showing it's overbought, use your candlesticks, and this is just a 4-hour candlestick. If you get into the other video I have, it'll actually be coming out tomorrow morning, and it's going to show you guys exactly the breakdown of how I set up these support lines and these resistant lines, where I come up with those, as well as where I get potential areas to enter the trades and where I look to make profits. Okay, I also break down the 4-hour to the 1-hour to the 5-minute charts so you can see exactly how to take advantage. Okay, because these are still only 4-hour charts. And that was just one example of the benefits and how much you can grow even just in a single day right here, okay? Just a single day. Now, following that 8% dip, if it goes up, one day it went up only 2%, but 2% is all we're looking for. We're looking for 3% a week. So if you can make 1 or 2 of these trades a week, then you're at your target goal. If you were to hold this company for 2 solid days, it would be up 7.5%. Now, this is nothing you can do here because this is aftermarket, and you can't do anything aftermarket. You can't sell. So owning this company overnight would give you a huge scare because you would go flatline. Uh-oh. But as soon as the market opened, you're up 3. And if you would have sold, then you would have missed out on another 5% profit in that single day. That's why it's important to have a strategy, know where these are, okay? And in my case, what I did, instead of selling here or way down here like most beginners, or basically what I would have did years ago, this is what took me a little longer to catch on, right? Because I spent years making mistakes and not listening and thinking I knew everything. And I spent some years learning the system, learning one specific trade, and spending time with just a couple of stocks, guys, a handful of stocks. It's great to watch the news and it's great to do other things, but when it comes to trading your money, you want to be profitable. You don't want to just throw your money blindly and just guess and just wonder, oh, I wonder if it's going to go up. I don't know. You want to have educated guesses. You want to have a system in place, and you want to be able to read these indicators. So as an investor, I would not have bought here or here. I may have, get a couple dollars. Would have waited, and then I would have got confirmation, say probably around here where the EMA crosses. So you would have bought down here. It could have went down. I wait for confirmation at the $54 mark, about 54, 54.30, and I wait. I put a trailing stop loss on it, greater than say 5 or 10. I'd say greater than 5%, right? Because each day it's going to fluctuate. This went from 1 to 5, and then went up about 3 points, 3 points. This moved 3 points, 5 points. So it moves, right? So do a trailing stop loss of about 5. And this, after 10 days, less than 2 weeks, would have got me 12%. 12% in 2 weeks. Now, I did show you earlier at the beginning at this challenge that you only really need to get about 10% a month to double your account in 10 months. Well, now I'm showing you how to get 12% in 10 days instead of an entire month. So that cuts down your profit in 1/3 of the time to open up the entire month for you, or just to continue day trading and compound that money over time. Now this, stop loss hits because it goes right here. I sell and I make a huge amount of profit. Even if it goes down, say 2%, I locked in, it went up 12, I locked in 10% profit. Okay, now we're getting to current day where it went down 10% in 2 days, slightly rose up in the 3 days, basically about another 8 or 9%. And now it's making its descent back down. And then now it's creating its descent back up. And that's where we are today. Now, it is possible that it could go back up to a previous high of 61.14 from a previous low, which is about a 12%, another 12% profit in, I didn't manage to catch the time frame, another 12% profit in 5 days now, in 5 days. So I just showed you how you can go from 10% in a month to 12% in 2 weeks to 12% in 1 week. A 5-day hold on this company could potentially make you 12% in a single week. Now you're going to have a stop loss in place. You're going to have a strategy in place, and you are going to make sure that you're only investing with money that you're comfortable investing with. Try this strategy out with a paper trading account. You can't go wrong with a paper trading account, especially as a beginner. Now that, guys, is the EMA line pointing up, showing an upward trend, and I also showed you why and where you can see a downward trend and the benefits of knowing why. Now, intraday candle trading between middle and top VWAP, that is going to be for another time, ladies and gentlemen, and that is something that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. The video is already recorded, posted, and out and ready. All we have to do is hit that button tomorrow to hit publish to you guys, okay? So look for that video tomorrow about 10 a.m., and you will be able to see more about this intraday, how I break down the why I'm even picking this stock, why am I looking at it, first off, the 4-hour chart, get my support and resistance, my floor and my ceiling, and then I break down that to get my 4-hour inside that window, 1 hour, and 5 minute. So that way you can make 3% of, or even 10% in a week profit in less than 30 minutes to an hour a day. If that sounds good, all that I ask is that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out when I go live next time, whether it's at night or when I'm day trading in the morning, live in the market for you to watch. It's going to be so much fun. Can't wait for you to join and ask some great questions. Last but not least, I'm going to leave you with a thought, okay? Plan your trade. Buy, sell, and stop loss before taking a position every single time. Tonight, your homework, guys, okay? Investing for Beginners community does have some homework. We are a group that is striving to grow and make money. Put money in your pocket, okay? This is your homework. It's a little late. Pick 3 companies that you find that have an upward trend that you would like to invest in, okay? Now, I do have a criteria checklist that I'll be showcasing tomorrow, actually, in that video as well. A criteria checklist of what you need to be looking for and how to look for a stock. But your homework, pick 3 companies, show them to me tomorrow in the live stream or in the video, comment them below, and I'll talk about them. But first off, show me what price would you buy the stock. Okay, pick 1. Pick 3 first that you'd like, and then pick 1 out of the 3 that you see potential of an upward trend that matches some of these criterias right here. Can you make 3% on it? Is it a good deal? Is it not oversold? It's actually or it is oversold. That's good. You want it to be oversold. You want it to be a good deal. Are these some other indicators there? If they are, what would you buy the company at? What would you sell it at? And what would you be comfortable losing if the trade goes south? Let me know, guys, in the comments. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you being here. And as the community grows, you can grow with it. We have over 70,000, almost 80,000 members now in the one of the largest investing for beginners communities groups on Facebook. So go join that community, as well as almost 4,000 subscribers right here on YouTube, where you can subscribe, comment, and interact with other people just like you. So thanks for joining, guys. We're almost at 40 minutes. We're going to put it there for the live stream for tonight. And tomorrow 10 a.m. we will see you for another video, guys. We're going to be breaking down those candlesticks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.